Alright, let's begin. Never the end is 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 never
This
the
is
end.
the story of a man named Stanley. Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy. And then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened, this complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
Okay. There are a lot of endings and achievements and stuff in this game. So I'm going to do what the narrator says. That's going to be the first thing.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Also, do you hear the music in it? Nice pizzicato.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
On the left, got it. And it closes. And I can't open it.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Because I have to go to the boss's office. Get Chris out of the broom closet. Synergize papers. Hire someone to synergize papers. Push for funding for R&D of new coffee machine. Standardized graphs 40 times wide. Not cost efficient. Who moved my desk? Please keep the targets on topic of, and that's erased. Nice. Rate at which charts on the same slide depict the same information. Nice. There's a lot. I wish there was a zoom in feature. You know, like be like zoom in, like, ooh, what does that say? Never mind. Odd. Anything on the desk? Can I jump? Guess I can't jump. I can crouch with control. Oh god, that scared me, closing the door. Oh, I can't open it again. Maybe I didn't close it. Oh, the broom closet. But he didn't say go to the broom closet, so.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Upstairs. Can't open the door. Executive bathroom. This is where the secretary would usually be, and there's no one.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life.
Huh.
Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this. What dark secret was being held from him? What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret
2845.
number.
Okay.
2845. But
Hi,
of
Joe.
course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this. Yet incredibly,
My God.
by simply pushing
It
random
worked.
buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck. Amazing. He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
Oh, is that keyboard typing? I press E and it gives you keyboard typing. That's kind of funny. Loading, 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 loading.
Descending deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long.
No. It's okay. That's almost all of my cousins too.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Escape. Huh. But I'm gonna do what he says. Mind control facility. Hey, it's a camera. They're watching me. The door is closed behind me.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
This is so odd. Camera.
Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed.
Whoa.
Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing. This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true.
Where's 427?
Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time?
There it is,
Was this the only
427. There I
reason he
am.
was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly? No. He refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never. It was unthinkable.
The irony of this.
Wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world?
That's so smart. It's so
Here was the
ironic.
proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy, or sad, or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
See, this is so ironic. He's saying, "Oh, I can't believe." Stanley in his mind is like, "Oh, I can't believe someone's controlling me this whole time." Yet the narrator's controlling me and my actions. It's so ironic. It's so smart. I'm genuinely confused. I love I could just keep clicking the select button and it just keeps spamming it. Mind control idle awaiting input. Okay, maybe I am supposed to go here first.
And when at last he found the source of the room's power, He knew it was his duty, his obligation, to put an end to this horrible place and to everything it stood for.
I did it. Oh. I can't see.
And a rising chill of uncertainty. Was it over? Yes. He had won. He had defeated the machine, unshackled himself from someone else's command. Freedom was mere moments away. And yet, even as the immense door slowly opened, Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved. Where had his co-workers gone? How had he been freed from the machine's grasp? What other mysteries did this strange building hold? But as sunlight streamed into the chamber, he realized none of this mattered to him, for it was not knowledge or even power that he had been seeking, but happiness. Perhaps his goal had not been to understand, but to let go. No longer would anyone tell him where to go, what to do, or how to feel. Whatever life he lives, it will be his. And that was all he needed to know. It was perhaps the only thing worth knowing. Stanley stepped through the open door. Stanley felt the cool breeze upon his skin, the feeling of liberation, the immense possibility of the new path before him. This was exactly the way, right now, that things were meant to happen. And Stanley was happy.
Hooray! We did it. The end. Alright, wanna play jackpots? You're funny, Cho. You know that's not
All
how
of
this
his
game
co-workers
works.
were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to
Okay.
the meeting room. Perhaps
So,
he had
let me see. Begin the game again. Resume the game. Let me see options. Okay, no.
simply missed
I
a
have
memo.
to go through the whole entire thing all over again. Just so I can get the other ending.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Let's try this again. And not get lost or stuck.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office. Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of
I forgot
any
the code
human
already.
life.
It's
What
like
could it
2458,
mean? Stanley wondered aloud.
2854,
He began
2584.
wildly tearing through papers on the boss's desk, pulling books off the shelf, looking behind paintings, desperate for clues to his situation. But his attention was caught by a keypad behind the boss's desk. What could its purpose be? In fact, this keypad guarded the
2845,
terrible
goddammit.
secret that lay buried below his feet. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret. Stanley was in such a rush to get through the story as quickly as possible, he didn't even have a single minute to just let the narrator talk. That kind of anxiety isn't healthy, so he relaxed for a few moments with some calming new age music.
Oh, that's great. I forgot that's what happened. That's so funny.
Feeling soothed and rejuvenated, Stanley calmly walked forward into the opened passageway.
Oh no. Okay, wait, this is the right thing. I was like, wait, did he screw me over? Oh my god, that's funny. I'm still laughing at that. Oh, that's great. This is such a well thought out game.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility. lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
Wait, all the buttons are here.
Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed.
427.
Each bore the
There it
number
is.
of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing. This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly? No. He refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never. It was unthinkable. Wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world?
So blind. Oh, God.
Here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy, or sad, or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And
Oh,
as
yeah. Haha. Change my title. Thank you. I'm gonna do that right now, actually. Okay.
the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power.
On.
Oh, Stanley, you didn't just activate the controls, did you? After they kept you enslaved all these years, you go and you try to take control of the machine for yourself. Is that what you wanted? Control? Oh, Stanley, I applaud your effort, I really do. But you need to understand, there's only so much that machine can do. You were supposed to let it go, turn the controls off, and leave. If you want to throw my story off track, you're going to have to do much better than that. I'm afraid you don't have nearly the power you think you do. For example, and I believe you'll find this pertinent, Stanley suddenly realized he had just initiated the network's emergency detonation system.
Oh, God.
In the event that this machine is activated without proper DNA identification, nuclear detonators are set to explode.
There's your nuclear energy, Joe.
How long until detonation then? Let's say 2 minutes.
Okay, so maybe I have to go
this
here.
Is making things a little more fun, isn't it, Stanley? It's your time to shine. You are the star. It's your story now. Shape it to your heart's desires. Oh, this is much better than what I had in mind. What a shame we have so little time left to enjoy it. Mere moments until the bomb goes off. But what precious moments each one of them is. More time to talk about
I know I'm supposed to be able to do something, but I don't know what.
What all this means.
Like, am I supposed to do it 5?
What's that? You'd like to know where your co-workers are? A moment of solace before you're obliterated? All right, I'm in a good mood. You're gonna die anyway. I'll tell you exactly what happened to them.
Do it. Tell me.
I erased them. I turned off the machine. I set you free.
Wow.
Of course, that was merely in this instance of the story. Sometimes when I tell it, I simply let you sit there in your office forever, pushing buttons endlessly and then dying alone.
Huh.
Other times, I let the office sink into the ground, swallowing everyone inside, or I let it burn to a crisp. I have to say this, though, this version of events has been rather amusing. Watching you try to make sense of everything and take back the control wrested away from you, it's quite rich.
It's on the clock.
To see it go. But I'm sure whatever I come up with on the next go-around will be even better.
I don't think I'm doing this right. There's something else.
Only 34 seconds left. But I'm enjoying this so much. You know what? To hell with it. I'm going to put some extra time on the clock. Why not? These are precious additional seconds, Stanley. Time doesn't grow on trees. Oh dear me, what's the matter, Stanley? Is it that you have no idea where you're going or what you're supposed to be doing right now?
What?
Or did you just assume when you saw that timer that something in this room was capable of turning it off? I mean, look at you. Running from button to button, screen to screen,
so there's more
clicking
stuff.
on every little thing in this room. These numbered buttons, no, these colored ones. Or maybe this big red button, or this door. Everything, anything, something
Yellow.
here will save me. Why would you think that, Stanley? That this video game can
showing
be
yellow.
beaten? One solved? Do you have any idea what your purpose in this place is? Stanley.
Red. Let me see this.
You're in for quite a disappointment.
Incorrect.
But here's a spoiler for you. That timer isn't a catalyst to keep the action moving along. It's just seconds ticking away to your death. You're only still playing instead of watching a cutscene because I want to watch you for every moment that you're powerless.
There's... Oh my god, there's a 2.
This is
I screwed up so much.
It's a tragedy. You wanted to control this world, that's fine. But I'm going to destroy it first, so you
Goodbye,
can't.
employee 427. Dang.
Take a look at the clock, Stanley. That's 30 seconds you have left to struggle. 30 seconds until a big boom.
So there is a way to do it. I
No
just
ending.
screwed up.
Just you
There's
being
too much,
blown to
not enough
pieces.
time.
Will you cling desperately to your frail life? Or will
Oh,
you let
there's
it go
the
peacefully?
big red button.
Another
I
choice.
screwed up so badly.
Make it
Let's
count.
try this again.
It's all
There
the same
is
to
just
me,
a
all a part
DM
of the
who
joke.
gets
And believe me,
overly
I
angry
will
at
be
the
laughing
party.
at every second of your inevitable life from the moment we fade in until the moment I say happily ever after.
Okay, I need to try that again. But hey, that's another ending. Okay, so I guess he's not gonna... Can I click on my keyboard? No, I can't. I'm gonna close the door, because this is a thing.
But
I think.
Stanley simply
There we go.
couldn't handle the pressure.
There's another ending.
What if he had to make a decision? What if a crucial outcome fell under his responsibility? He had never been trained for that. No. This couldn't go any way except badly. The thing to do now, Stanley thought to himself, is to wait. Nothing will hurt me. Nothing will break me.
Thank you,
In
Lappy.
here I can be happy forever. I will be happy. Stanley waited. Hours passed, then days. Had years gone by? He no longer had the ability to tell. But the one thing he knew for sure, beyond any doubt, was that if he waited long enough, the answers would come. Eventually, someday, they would arrive. Soon, very soon now, this will end. He will be spoken to. He will be told what to do. Now it's just a little bit closer. Now it's even closer. Here it comes.
Dang. Thank you, Lappy. Alright. Can I close the door now? I can close the door now.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
So,
Stanley decided
there's a
to
way
go
to
to the meeting room. Perhaps
glitch
he had
onto
simply
here,
missed a
if I
memo.
remember correctly.
No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
Okay, no worries. I'm gonna go all the way back, and then there's an escape spot.
When Stanley came to a
Yep,
set of
enter the
two
door on
open
his
doors,
left.
he entered the door on his left. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
And it's 2845, and then he's gonna complain,
Okay, I think
whine.
we all know the drill by now. Blah, blah, blah. Dark secrets, the keypad. Stanley pushes some buttons. Oh, hey, look, it's a new passageway. Kill surprise.
Thank you. God. The button, the middle button middle thing didn't show up. Bring me down. Let's go to the escape thing.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door.
Stanley
that read
did not.
Mind
He went
Control
left.
Facility. Although this passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley would meet his violent death.
Oh, fun.
The door behind him was not shut. Stanley still had every opportunity to turn around and get back on track. At this point, Stanley was making a conscious, concerted effort to walk forward and willingly confront his death.
Goodbye. Sweet. And then let's go to the broom closet. Oh, loading though. It's not done yet.
As the machine whirred into motion,
Oh,
and
God.
Stanley was inched closer and closer to his demise, he reflected that his life had been of no consequence whatsoever. Stanley can't see the bigger picture. He doesn't know the real story, trapped forever in his narrow vision of what this world is. Perhaps his death was of no great loss, like plugging the eyeballs from a blind man. So he resigned and willingly accepted this violent end to his brief and shallow life. Farewell, Stanley.
And nope.
"Farewell, Stanley," cried the narrator, as Stanley was led helplessly into the enormous metal jaws. In a single visceral instant, Stanley was obliterated, as the machine crushed every bone in his body, killing him instantly.
Guess not.
And yet it would be just a few minutes before Stanley would restart the game, back in his office, as alive as ever. What exactly did the narrator think he was going to accomplish? When every path you can walk has been created for you long in advance, death becomes meaningless, making life the same.
Oh, this is the
Do you
layout.
see now? Do you see that Stanley was already dead from the moment he hit start?
Corridor. Pacing of this opening section was important to get right. This corridor has been moved and altered to make sure the player reaches the two doors in a good time. Oh, they're the two doors. Enter the door on his left. The two doors. The set of two doors was the very first concrete piece of the Stanley Parable's design. Once this room was created, the rest of the game emerged as an extension of it. An exploration of the contradiction this room posed. Yep, I remember the demo from this. And yeah, the left and the right, the left and right doors, like, it did not have all of this. This was much later. The blueprint shows office from the beginning of the game. Paths from Sarah's office to doors. First part of the game was built. Sections have been added and altered throughout development. Through the core layout remains almost identical to the first iteration. Yeah. Stanley's computer. He got sucked into the void. Filing cabinets. Office computers. Solitaire. The office. Not the show. Oh, the buttons. Okay. A selection of the sounds used throughout the game when buttons are pressed. Each sound is a mix of keyboard stroke and synthesized tone. Exactly. That's what I was saying. Cool. And then credits. Kevin Brighting. Genius. Genius work. Oh, I'm stuck at a wall. Cool. Let's see. The office again. Maintenance room. Early version of the maintenance room. Oh. What's behind here? Fax machine or copy machine? Xerox machine. That's what it is. Ah, man. These are screenshots of Stanley Parable HD Remix. More endings for your endings, more narratives for your narratives, more Stanley, less Stanley. The point of Stanley Parable HD Remix is to win. Am I going crazy? Maybe it isn't the same image. Was that clock there before? I don't remember. How did I go back? Can you check for me? Greenlight. September 2012, we submitted Stanley Parable to Greenlight's Valve process of approving games for Steam. The Greenlight page had only a series of cryptic photos, which were enough to win the community's approval. Oh, that's so cool. A point of the Stanley Parable HD Remix is to lose. Larger. Words. Warzone. Early development would design an ending where Stanley would end up in a battlefield fighting aliens. The action game would become sentient and wage war against the narrator. We realized shortly after starting to build it, it was far too jokey and on the nose for the tone of the game. Plus, people interpreted it as making fun of people who like shooters, which was not our intention. Aw. Narrator emails. After the second trailer we sent out, we asked people to email the narrator for questions. While we had initially planned to use these as further promotional materials, we never found the perfect use for them. Here are a selection of those emails. Oh, here. From, oh, that's, oh, they even have, oh, they have, oh my god, fan interaction too. The lounge, early version of the lounge. Apartment timer. Previous version of the choice leading to the apartment ending. Timer would give you 15 seconds to pick up the phone, pick up the phone would lead to a different ending. Oh. Cargo lift. Cargo lift. Oh yeah, the cargo lift. Oh man, what an interesting part of the level. Second version is functionally the same as what's in the final game, but we wanted to look more like a place where cargo was actually stored. Offices of 427. Huh. Stanley's office. Left to right, evolution of Stanley's office from 2011 to March 2012, 2013. Sweet. Oh man, wait, what are the differences between 2012 and 2013? Not much. Oh, he had 2 monitors before. Interesting. Game design mock-up. Oh yeah, that ending. Okay, there's the exit. Freedom ending. That's the one I got already. This is freedom ending as it existed in beta. Oh yeah, it looked a lot, I guess, cleaner, more simple. The other one had like a stone road and whatnot. Monitor room, elevator. Countdown room. Yep. Yeah, the countdown room. What? Countdown desk. Oh, early version of the countdown. Cool. Wait, did I go here? No, I didn't. The game is now paused. Oh, escape menu. Only, a long time would end in, we had an ending that only ended when the player restarted from the escape menu. Oh, really? Oh, the ending was, oh, that sucks. Levers. Levers were originally part of the zending. The player would, the lever and narrator would describe what color lever they had pulled. Screenshot depicts an early version of the ending known as zending, which eventually cut and merged with another part of the game. Oh. This game is so interesting. Like, it's honestly one of the most well thought out games ever made. Maintenance layout. Okay. I think I discovered everything. Let me go back and then go around and then see if I went through everything. Oh, I didn't go up there yet. I don't even know if you can go up there. No, okay, I didn't see in here yet. Office clock. Boss's office. Let's check here. Okay. Oh my god, there's even more stuff. Mind control facility, underground, early version, the underground. Oh, narration outtakes. 3 separate times over 2 years of development. These are clips from early takes, so not used in the final part of the game. Freedom ending. Oh, this was early first incarnation of the freedom ending, the game's alpha. Okay, and I think I saw this. Was I already here? I was already here. Yeah, the elevator. Go down. Okay, cool. Now I saw everything. Oh, I didn't go here yet. Trailers. Oh. We ran 4 major teaser trailers over the course of the game's development, each meant to convey something about the spirit of the game. First released May 2012, feature series of broken rooms, and voice the narrator informing viewers that he is preparing a new version of the Stanley Parable. Oh yeah, I remember that other trailer of the new version of the Stanley Parable. I remember that. I got excited. Exit. Here's exit.
Oh, look at these two. How they wish to destroy one another. How they wish to control one another. How they both wish to be free. Can you see? Can you see how much they need one another? No, perhaps not. Sometimes these things cannot be seen. But listen to me. You can still save these two. You can stop the program before they both fail. Push escape and press quit. There's no other way to beat this game. As long as you move forward, you'll be walking someone else's path. Stop now. It'll be your only true choice. Whatever you do, choose it. Don't let time choose for you. Don't let time
That gave me chills. Do I have to restart? I have to restart. Oh. I had to restart the game. Oh my god.
Stanley had never seen the office this brightly lit. Was it a sign of something? He hoped it was. He hoped very much that it was.
Now let's go to the broom closet.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office. Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned around and got back on track.
No, I'm gonna stay in the broom closet.
There was nothing here. No choice to make, no path to follow. Just an empty broom closet.
Just an empty broom
no
closet.
Reason to still be here. It was baffling that Stanley was still just sitting in the broom closet.
Yeah, absolutely.
He wasn't even doing anything. At least if there was something to interact with, he'd be justified in some way. As it is, he's literally just standing there doing sweet FA.
Sweet fuck all.
Are you really still in the broom closet? Standing around doing nothing? Why? Please offer me some explanation here. I'm genuinely confused.
Mm-hmm. Just gonna stand here?
You do realize there's no choice or anything in here, right?
Yep, of course.
If I'd said Stanley walked past the broom closet, at least you would have had a reason for exploring it to find out. But it didn't even occur to me because literally this closet is of absolutely no significance to the story whatsoever. I never would have thought to mention it.
Okay, and I'm just gonna stay here.
Maybe to
He
you
doesn't want
this
to
is
come out of his...
somehow its own branching path. Maybe when you go talk about this with your friends, you'll say, "Oh, did you get the broom closet ending? The broom closet ending was my favourite." I hope your friends find this concerning.
Of course they do. He doesn't want to come out to his
Stanley
parents
was
yet.
fat and ugly and really, really stupid. He probably only got the job because of a family connection. That's how stupid he is.
Oof.
That or with drug money. Also, Stanley is addicted to drugs and hookers.
What the fuck?
Well, I've come to a very definite conclusion about what's going on right now. You're dead.
But I can
You got
move.
to this broom closet, explored it a bit, and were just about to leave because there's nothing here, when a physical malady of some sort shut down your central nervous system and you collapsed on the keyboard. Well, in a situation like this, the responsible thing is to alert someone nearby so as to ensure that your body is taken care of before it begins to decompose. Hello? Anyone who happens to be nearby? The person at this computer is dead. He or she has fallen prey to any number of your countless human physiological vulnerabilities. It's indicative of the long-term sustainability of your species. Please remove their corpse from the area and instruct another human to take their place at the computer, making sure they understand basic first-person video game mechanics and filling them in on the history of narrative tropes in video gaming.
This is pretty
so
long,
that
isn't
the
it?
irony and insightful commentary of this game is not lost on them. All right, when you've done that, just step out into the hallway.
Tell him to fuck off. I wish there was a way to keep track of your endings in the game. Is that it? That can't be it. Come on. That's it. Really? That's it? Your AFK sources, trust me. Let me see.
Ah, second player. You too? Unbelievable.
Oh my
I'm at the mercy of an entire species of invalids.
Oh my god,
Perhaps
that's
there's a monkey
great.
nearby
Ah,
who can
second
handle
player.
controls too. A fish? Fungus? Look, you can hammer out the details. I'm not particularly picky.
I was
I'll
like,
just
hold
be
on.
waiting for when you're ready to pick up the story again.
Let me see if there's anything else. Ah, second player. Oh my god, that's great. Anything else? Come on. Okay, there's the last tip. Okay, let me just put out. Let me see. Come on. Is there more? There has to be more. Come on. Okay, so nothing. Fine. No. Okay.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply
That was
missed
just a little
memo.
thing. Okay, fine. This is different. Hold the fuck up. This is different. Or am I crazy? No, this is different. What the fuck? This is different. I'm not crazy. This is
When
different,
Stanley
right?
came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Yeah. Okay. I don't remember that
Yet
at
there
all.
was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office.
I see the Broom Closet.
Oh, no. No.
Yes.
Not again. I won't be part of this. I'm not going to encourage you. I'm not going to say anything at all. I'm just going to be patient and wait for you to finish whatever it is you enjoy doing so much in this room. Please take your time.
Oh my god. I don't remember this part, this hallway. I must be going crazy.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors,
On his left.
he entered the door on his left.
So there's an escape pod ending where I have to quickly go in and out of the office, which opens
Yet there
every
was not
door.
a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
The Broom Closet is this part. Oh my god, that's great. But okay, there's another ending I want to get. It has to do with the chair here. Come on.
Good morning. Thank you for contacting the Future Happiness
No.
Foundation.
There
We
it
are
is.
confirming your shipment of 1,327 cardboard boxes to your place of work. Can you verify that this is correct?
Here we go. Yay! Outside the window. Go out the window.
Understood. Your order will be canceled immediately.
At first, Stanley assumed he'd broken the map until he heard this narration and realized it was part of the game's design all along. He then praised the game for its insightful and witty commentary into the
I
nature of video
appreciate you
game
too.
structure and its examination of structural narrative tropes. So, now that you're here, what do you think? Isn't this a fun and unique place to be? Why don't we take a minute just to drink it all in? Okay, I'm over it now. What do you think? Are you sick of this gag yet?
No.
Then in that case, we'll continue. But now, here comes the real question. What do you think would have happened if you had told me that you wanted this to stop? Do you think it would have been particularly different? Would I have taken the same idea but rephrased it superficially to fit that answer? Perhaps you never would even have thought of it if I hadn't brought up the issue in the first place. Oh, now think about it. Would it be worth it for you to restart and then come back here just to do the other option? Clearly, this whole gag takes some time. What if the other option is even longer? How long will you spend in total just to have heard all the narration? Oh, and this is rich. Perhaps you've just played the other option, and now you've come to see what happens in this one. So, what do you think? Which choice was the better one? Imagine if you had selected continue on your first playthrough, how tantalizing it would be not knowing what happens when you pick the other option. Indeed, you are one of the lucky ones.
Hooray!
Though if the other option is really miserable to listen to, then perhaps you're not. In fact, I'm just going to say that no one who's listening to this is lucky. Well now, I've built up the other options so much that I'm going to stop talking and leave you to your decision whether to come back here, continue with the game, or just sit in this spot forever and ever. Cheers.
I could keep clicking. No, nothing. I love this. I love this too. Okay. I'm stuck here forever. Alright, so begin game again. Yeah.
Well, I don't know how to say this politely, but you could literally just hit escape and restart the game any old time you want, like right now. You could have done it just then. Now would also be an appropriate time to quit. Any of these points and so many, many more, all of them are appropriate. I'm enjoying what seems to be an internal conflict going on where you are literally unable to act on your own desires to restart the game. So, just to push the envelope, I'm going to try and make this as miserable as possible and see how long you can maintain.
And then you just get a song, so like this just...
There once was a man named Stanley, who people considered so manly. But the truth must be told, he was not very old and was quite particularly gangly. What Stanley liked most was buttons. He pushed them like some kind of glutton. He did it all day in a meaningful way, but his brain had long ceased to function. Which is why he's in this parable, and lives an existence quite terrible. And if you are not strong and keep playing along, you too will become quite unbearable. Yeah. You too will become quite unbearable.
So, I've always wanted to understand what this game means. And I think what this game means is our sense of control and our sense of will over our own decisions and choices. And if that's the case, then it's really smart and clever, and I like it. Wait. This one I have to, like, be quick and shit. Oh, it's already open. Okay.
Here's the door.
Yes! I did it. I did it. Now all the doors are open, so I could go all the way back. Sweet. Everyone, go follow and subscribe to DS Music. Thank you. Going all the way back. All the way back. 427. Ooh. Loading. You are now leaving. Oh, it's the elevator. Haha, look at that. 754. Oh, this is the other side. Escape pod bay. Ooh. Oh, there's like even more stuff down there. Wonder if that goes to like a different ending. 755. Oh, guess I'm still going up the stairs. 756. 757. From a writing perspective, there's no way this is just some silly, wacky game with a bunch of jokes. Just from a writer's perspective. Are you sure about that? There we go. 760. Escape pod launch bay. John Cena. Da, 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 da. I just keep walking forever behind me. Yep. Oh. Oh, okay. I escaped. Hooray. Yay, we did it. Oh. There's a 5 clicks achievement. Yeah. I love this.
Oh, please. Are you really just doing this for the achievement?
Yeah.
Click a door 5 times. Is that all that you think an achievement is worth? No. I can't just give these merits away for such little effort. A measly 5 clicks. Now suppose you were to click the door 20 times. I would say that's the kind of effort that warrants recognition. I have to say, I'm still not feeling the satisfaction of witnessing true effort for a noble cause. Perhaps 50 clicks will do it. Yes, almost certainly 50
Oh god,
clicks.
50 click.
No,
There we go.
I'm still not
There we
feeling
go.
it. I want this achievement to have meant something. It has to be a true reward for valiant effort. I want to see some hustle, Stanley. I want to see commitment, a willingness to go all the way, no matter what the cost. Why don't you go put 20 clicks into door number 417?
Okay, 20 clicks and 417. 420, haha, 417.
Oh, great. Now, go click a few times on door 437. Excellent. I think we're getting somewhere. Now, door 415. Let's give it 10 clicks or so.
This is fantastic.
Now, back to door number 437.
Oh my god.
Let's see. How about you click on, well, I don't know, the copy machine?
The copying machine. Narrative story arc shows that you can't control everything, and Stanley's story arc's choices have meaning. Yeah, exactly.
All right, back to room 417. I'm really feeling it now. I think we're getting somewhere. Okay, now go climb on employee 419's desk.
Employee 419. Who's 436? 22. 418. 419. Awaiting input.
Yes!
There we go.
This is great! You're putting it all on the line, Stanley. I like that. All right, let's keep it up. Go give me a few clicks on door 416.
He's so excited.
We've almost got it! Now the copy machine, do that one again! Finish it off, Stanley! 5 clicks on door 430! Yes!
Yay! We did it!
Oh, wow. That felt amazing. Oh, you really earned it, Stanley. Nothing could hold you back. Yes, I'm very proud of how far we've come today. Just think,
Lovely.
only a few minutes ago, you believed an achievement was worth 5 little clicks. Really now? What were you
He's kind of
thinking?
nut.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
No, he went downstairs.
But Stanley just couldn't do it.
Oh no.
He considered the possibility of facing his boss, admitting he had left his post during work hours. He might be fired for that. And in such a competitive economy, why had he taken that risk? All because he believed everyone had vanished. His boss would think he was crazy. And then something occurred to Stanley. Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy. All of my co-workers blinking mysteriously out of existence in a single moment for no reason at all? None of it made any logical sense. And as Stanley pondered this, he began to make other strange observations. For example, why couldn't he see his feet when he looked down? Why did doors close automatically behind him wherever he went? And for that matter, these rooms were starting to look pretty familiar. Were they simply repeating? No, Stanley said to himself, this is all too strange. This can't be real. And at last, he came to the conclusion that had been on the tip of his tongue. He just hadn't found the words for it. I'm dreaming, he yelled. This is all a dream. Oh, what a relief Stanley felt to have finally found
The
an
elevator
answer,
again.
an explanation. His co-workers weren't actually gone. He wasn't going to lose his job. He wasn't crazy after all. And he thought to himself, I suppose I'll wake up soon. I'll have to go back to my boring real-life job pushing buttons. I may as well enjoy this while I'm still lucid. So, he imagined himself flying and began to gently float above the ground.
Oh shit.
Then he imagined himself soaring through space on a magical starfield, and it too appeared. It was so much fun, and Stanley marveled that he had still not woken up. How was he remaining so lucid? And then perhaps the strangest question of them all entered Stanley's head. One he was amazed he hadn't asked himself sooner. Why is there a voice in my head dictating everything that I'm doing and thinking? Now the voice was describing itself being considered by Stanley, who found it particularly strange. I'm dreaming about a voice describing me, thinking about how it's describing my thoughts, he thought.
Oh god.
And while he thought it all very odd, and wondered if this voice spoke to all people in their dreams, the truth was that, of course,
Dang it.
this was not a dream. How could it be? Was Stanley simply deceiving himself, believing that if he's asleep, he doesn't have to take responsibility for himself? Stanley is as awake right now as he's ever been in his life. Now, hearing the voice speak these words was quite a shock to Stanley.
My brain hurts.
After all,
Yeah.
he knew for certain, beyond a doubt, that this was in fact a dream. Did the voice not see him float and make the magical stars just a moment ago? How else would the voice explain all that? This voice was a part of himself too. Surely, if he could just... He would prove it. He would prove that he was in control, that this was a dream. So he closed his eyes gently, and he invited himself to wake up. He felt the cool weight of the blanket on his skin, the press of the mattress on his back, the fresh air of a world outside this one. Let me wake up, he thought to himself. I'm through with this dream. I wish it to be over. Let me go back to my job. Let me continue pushing the buttons. Please, it's all I want. I want my apartment, and my wife, and my job. All I want is my life exactly the way it's always been. My life is normal. I am normal. Everything will be fine. I am okay.
Hooray, out of the HOA meeting.
Stanley began screaming. Please, someone, wake me up. My name is Stanley. I have a boss. I have an office. I am real. Please, just someone tell me I am real. I must be real. I must be. Can anyone hear my voice? Who am I? Who am I? And everything went black.
Jesus.
This is the story of a woman named Mariella. Mariella woke up on a day like any other. She arose, got dressed, gathered her belongings, and walked to her place of work. But on this particular day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town talking and screaming to himself, and then collapsed dead on the sidewalk. And although she would soon turn to go call for an ambulance, for just a few brief moments, she considered the strange man. He was obviously crazy. This much she knew. Everyone knows what crazy people look like. And in that moment, she thought to herself how lucky she was to be normal.
Ouch.
I am sane. I am in control of my mind.
That's not nice.
I know what is real and what isn't.
Entitled
It was
much.
comforting to think this, and in a certain way, seeing this man made her feel better. But then she remembered the meeting she had scheduled for that day. The very important people whose impressions of her would affect her career, and by extension, the rest of her life. She had no time for this, so it was only a moment that she stood there, staring down at the body. And then she turned and ran.
What an asshole. You got that. Awaiting input. So now I restart the game. Okay, so go to the computer here. Awaiting input. Input received. Begin game again. Here we go, awaiting input, and then one more. Input received. Welcome, Stanley, to heaven. I could push buttons forever. I'm in heaven. I'm in button heaven. This is so bizarre. My god, just one row. There are 432 buttons apparently. Holy shit. There's so many buttons. What the hell? They light back up, so let's just begin the game again. I would have been there forever. I would have been there forever. I thought there'd be an achievement or something if you press all the buttons. That would have been cool. I swear this is different. And what are these blinds? Now let's go right.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
I swear, I'm gonna ban both
Perhaps
of
he
you.
wanted to
I am going to ban both of you. I swear. I'm gonna ban all of you.
Ah, yes, truly a room worth admiring. It had really been worth the detour after all, just to spend a few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed room. Stanley simply stood here, drinking it all in. Yes, really, really worth it being here in the room. A room so utterly captivating that even though all your co-workers have mysteriously vanished,
Oh my god.
here you sit looking at these chairs and some paintings. Really worth it. At this point, Stanley's obsession with this room bordered on creepy and reflected poorly on his overall personality. It's possible that this is why everyone left. Stanley sat around waiting for more dialogue, but when a long time had passed and there was no more, he decided that the game was trying to send him a message.
Is that it? Huh. Smile slowly gets bigger with each second you remain. Oh. Ha 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 ha. Okay.
But at last, he'd had enough of the amazing room and took the
Fantastic.
first open door on his left to get back to business.
Should I just go through it? Yeah, I'll do it. Just to
And
go
so he
through.
detoured through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track.
Oh. Oh, hey, look, it's that door. But there's an elevator.
But Stanley didn't want to go back to the office. He wanted to wander about and get even further off track. So now in order to get back, he needed to go, from here, it's, left. Oh, no. No, it's to the right. My mistake.
Aww.
No, no,
Damn,
no,
he's just gonna
not
do
the
this to
right.
me.
Why would I have ever said it was to the right? What was I thinking? It's clearly... Oh dear, would you hold on for a minute, please? Now, let's see. We went down, right, left, down, left, right. Yep, okay, yes. I've got it now. This story is absolutely, definitely this way.
There's a truck.
No. This isn't right at all. You're not supposed to be here yet. This is all a spoiler. Quick, Stanley, close your eyes. Okay. We just have to get back to, oh, who am I kidding? It's all rubbish now. The whole story completely unusable. How about, rather than waste my time trying to salvage this nonsense, we'll just restart the game from the beginning. And this time, suppose we don't wander so far off track, Okay, from the top.
Oh, and heaven is gone.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Both doors are closed. Why are there 4 doors? 5? What the fuck?
When Stanley... Wait, what? No, I restarted. I swear, I definitely restarted the game over.
Oh my
Completely
God.
fresh. Everything should be... Oh, did something change? Stanley, did you change anything when we were back in that room with all the monitors? Did you move the story somewhere or... Hold on. Why am I asking you? I'm the one who wrote the story. It was right here just a minute ago. I know for sure that it's here somewhere. Okay, then. It's an adventure. Come, Stanley. Let's find the story.
What the fuck? I can't even go through this story. Where did the story go? I don't know. Oh God. I have to find the story? Holy shit.
I'll say it. This is the worst adventure I've ever been on. I can promise you there definitely was a story here before.
Where did the story go?
Do we need to restart the game again? Well, I find it unlikely that we'll ever progress by starting over and over again, but it's got to be better than this.
Whoa.
Okay, let's give it a shot. Why not?
Ah! There are no
Okay,
doors.
Yep, it's worse. I might be remembering this wrong. It's possible the story is back where we just came from.
Oh my
Why
God.
don't we go back the other direction and see if we missed anything?
Oh, story under maintenance, I guess. I hate Mondays. 420. Nice.
Aha! I knew we'd missed something. The story. Here it comes.
No, don't tell me it's gonna loop. Ah! It's
No,
looped.
wait, never
No!
mind. Not the story. Okay, let's head back the other way and retrace our steps.
Oh my God.
Now this... Well, I'll be honest, I don't recognize this place at all.
What is
this? The story?
this?
I don't think so. I can't quite recall, but I believe my story took place in an office building. Is that correct? Do you remember, Stanley? Well, do you know what? Since I've completely forgotten what we were supposed to be doing, how about this? You win! Congratulations! I know you put in a lot of hard work, and it really paid off, so good job. Oh, no, I don't feel right about this at all. We both know you didn't put in any actual work for that win. Some people win fair and square, and this was not one of those situations. Okay, I'm getting weirded out by whatever this place is. I don't care what might happen this time. I have to restart. All right, I've got a solution. This time, to make sure we don't get lost, I've employed the help of the Stanley Parable adventure line. Just follow the line. How simple is that?
What the fuck?
No, I'm down. We're leaving it up to the line from now on.
Oh, okay. This is
You see,
bizarre.
the line knows where the story is. It's over in this direction. Onward, Stanley, to destiny. Though, here's a thought. Wouldn't wherever we end up be our destination, even if there's no story there? Or to put it another way, is the story of no destination still a story? Simply by the act of moving forward,
okay.
are we implying a journey such that a destination is inevitably conjured into being via the very manifestation of the nature of life itself? Okay, Stanley, I need to follow this train of thought for a minute. Just stick with me. Now, we can both agree that the nature of existence is in fact
Why did
a
it go on the
byproduct
wall?
of one's subjective experience of that existence, right? Okay, now if my experience of your existence rests inside of your subjective experience of this office, is this office in fact the skeleton of my own relative experiential mental subjective construct? Whoa. Hang on. That got a bit weird back there. Well, I'd like to apologize. Not sure where I was going with all that. You know what? I think what we need right now is a bit of music to lighten the mood.
Oh my god. Monthly ledgers, corporate imbalances, consolidation reports, anyone confused. Is there anything here? Oh, just more of the line. Oh my god.
Wait, cut the music. Go back and look at that fern.
Fern?
Wait, what?
What
We're
the
back at the office? No. Line, you do know we're looking for the Stanley Parable, right? The story? Stanley, this fern
Here.
will be very important later in the story. Make sure you study it closely and remember it carefully. You won't want to miss anything.
Okay, I looked at the fern. The fern's very important later in the story, apparently. Oh god.
No, not again, Line. How could you have done this to us? And after we trusted you, after everything we've been through, you... Oh, I can't take this anymore. To hell with it. Restart.
Okay, let's try this again.
You know what, Stanley? I say forget the adventure line. What's it ever done for us? We're intelligent people, right? Why can't we make up our own story? Something exciting, daring, mysterious. Ooh, this all sounds perfectly doable. Why don't we simply start wandering in, well, I don't know. How about this direction?
Over here? Alright, we'll make our own story then. How about that?
Now, yes, this is exciting. Just me and Stanley forging a new path, a new story. Well, it could be
Exactly.
anything. What
Now-
do you want our story
no.
to be? Go
No,
on.
it's fucking
Use your
looping.
imagination. Whatever it might be,
Fuck.
Stanley, I'm ready for it.
Okay. I hate games that just loop
Oh,
around a
no, not
circle.
you again.
Son of a bitch.
Stanley, I'd also like to veto the line from having any role in our awesome new story. No lines or monitor rooms. Just don't acknowledge it, and we should be fine.
The line goes up out of the office.
Ah, a choice. We get to make a decision. From here, the story is in our control.
I don't think
How
so.
important we mustn't squander the opportunity. In fact, I believe I need a minute to think here. Just walk in circles for a minute. Okay.
Walk in
So I
circles.
know that each door has to lead somewhere, which means that somewhere, the place where we're trying to go, there must be a reverse door that leads here. And that in turn means that our destination corresponds with the counter-inverted reverse door's origin. So starting from the right, let us ask, will taking the right door lead us to where we're going?
What the
And
hell?
since the answer is clearly yes, then by all accounts, the door on the right is the correct one. Another victory for logic. Come, Stanley, our destiny awaits.
Alright then. What a choice. The confusion ending.
Hold up, what's this? The confusion
16
ending.
minutes!
You're telling me that's what this is? It's all
Holy
one giant
shit!
ending, and we're supposed to restart the game eight times? That's really how all this goes? It's all determined? So now, according to the schedule, I restart again. Then what? Am I just supposed to forget? Well, what if I don't want to
Holy
forget?
shit!
My mind goes blank simply because it's written here on this thing, wall. Well, who consulted me? Why don't I get to decide? Why don't I get a say in all of this? Is it really? No, it can't be. I don't want it to be. I don't want the game to keep restarting. I don't want to forget what's going on. I don't want to be trapped like this. I won't restart the game. I won't do it. I won't do it. I won't do it. And the timer stopped. Does that mean, did we do it? Did we break the cycle? The, whatever it is that made this schedule? How would we even know?
Okay, I took pictures
Will
of it.
someone come for us? Will something happen? So, okay. I guess now we just wait. You know, I suppose in some way that this is a kind of story, wouldn't you agree? I'm not quite sure if we're in the destination or the journey, though they're always saying that life is about the journey and not the destination. So I hope that's where we are right now. We'll find out, won't we? Eventually. Well, in the meantime...
Holy shit. That's the confusion ending. Alright, what do we have next?
No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers. Stanley took the first open door on his left.
No, he did not.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Jump on the catwalk upwards, huh? Let's see. Do not jump from cargo left while in motion. Let's just jump down.
But in his eagerness to prove that he is in control of the story and no one gets to tell him what to do, Stanley leapt from the platform and plunged to his death.
Amazing.
Good job, Stanley. Everyone thinks you are very powerful. Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago. Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all the... What?
There we go.
Really? I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others? Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you? Why, I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful. Look, let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side. Give me a chance.
Danger everywhere.
Now listen carefully,
here we
this
go.
is important. Stanley walked through the red door.
Okay, let's listen to him, and then we'll go through the blue later on.
Oh, thank God you are willing to listen to me. Do you see that I really have wanted you to be happy all this time? The problem is all these choices. The two of us always trying to get somewhere that isn't here. Running and running and running, just the way you're doing right now. Don't you see that it's killing us, Stanley? I wanted to stop. We would both be so much happier if we just stopped.
Ooh.
And I think I have a solution. Here, let me show you.
Loading, 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 loading.
What do we want? What are we looking for?
Oh.
Here. Yes. Oh, it's beautiful, isn't it? If we just stay right here, right in this moment with this place, Stanley, I think I feel happy. I actually feel happy. No,
Wow.
wait. Where are you going?
Away.
Oh, no. Stay away from those stairs. If you hurt yourself, if you die, the game will reset. We'll lose all of this.
And his happiness will do.
Please, no, Stanley, let me stay here. Don't take this from me.
Oh. Oh no.
No!
I'll have to do it again.
No. What are you doing, Stanley? Please, I'm asking you not to take this away from me. I can't go back to what I was before. If you die, we'll both go back. Why are you doing this? Stanley, let's go back to the other room. Can you do that? My God. Is this really how much you dislike my game? That you'll throw yourself from this platform over and over to be rid of it? You are literally willing to kill yourself to keep me from being happy. Am I reading the situation correctly?
This is gonna make me cry.
Or maybe you're just getting a kick out of it. Do you actually want to stay alive? Or are you just teasing me?
This is... This is one of the darkest endings.
Is it over? It's going to restart, isn't it? I'm going back.
He doesn't even have to finish saying back.
I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself. Now, I'm not asking for me, I'm asking for her. This is it, Stanley. Your chance to redeem yourself, to put your work aside, to let her back into your life. She's been waiting.
So,
That's
I'm
her,
supposed
Stanley.
to answer the phone.
You need to be the one to do this, to reach out to her. If you can truly place your faith in another, then pick up the phone.
Oh, Stanley, is that you? Hold on, sweetie. Sorry to keep you waiting. I'm just pulling the bread out of the oven. All right. Okay, there we go. All right, now, I want you to come in and tell me all about your day.
Gotcha.
Wow.
Oh, come on. Did you actually think you had a loving wife who'd want to commit their life to you?
Wow.
I'm trying to make a point here, Stanley. I'm trying to get you to see something. Come inside. Let me show you what's really going on here. This is a very sad story about the death of a man named Stanley.
Ah, no. Good morning, employee 57. Press E on your keyboard.
Stanley is quite a boring fellow. He has a job that demands nothing of him, and every button that he
Stanley
pushes
is gay.
is a reminder of the inconsequential nature of his existence.
Nah. Press C.
Look at him there, pushing buttons, doing exactly what he's told to do. Now he's pushing a button. Now he's eating lunch. Now he's going home. Now he's coming back to work. One might even feel sorry for him, except that he's chosen this life.
Please press
But in
C.
his mind, he can go on fantastic adventures. From behind his desk, Stanley dreamed of wild expeditions into the unknown, fantastic discoveries of new lands. It was wonderful, and each day that he returned to work was a reminder that none of it would ever happen to him.
Press 8.
And so he began to fantasize about his own job. First, he imagined that one day while at work, he stepped up from his desk to realize that all of his co-workers, his boss, everyone in the building had suddenly vanished off the face of the earth. The thought excited him terribly.
It's the dementia ending. 7 to spend time with the boys.
So he went further. He imagined that he came to 2 open doors and that he could go through either. At last, choice. It barely even mattered what lay behind each door. the mere thought that his decisions would mean something was almost too wonderful to behold.
And to prepare dinner.
As he wandered through this fantasy world, he began to fill it
The
with many
texture is
possible
coming
paths
through.
and destinations. Down one path lay an enormous round room with monitors and mind controls. And down another was a yellow line that weaved in many directions.
The
and
yellow
down
line.
another was a game with a baby. And he called
Aw,
it
the baby.
the
I didn't get to do
Stanley
that.
Parable.
I didn't get to do that one yet. E to tell your kids a story.
It was such a wonderful fantasy, and so in his head he relived it again, and then again, and again, over and over, wishing beyond hope that it would never end, that he might always feel this free. Surely there's an answer down some new path, mustn't there be? Perhaps if he played just one more time.
Oh, this game is so good.
But there is no answer. How could there possibly be? In reality, all he's doing is pushing the same buttons he always has. Nothing has changed. The longer he spends here, the more invested he gets, the more he forgets which life is the real one.
Peter, go to sleep.
And I'm trying to tell him this, that in this world he can never be anything but an observer, that as long as he remains here, he's slowly killing himself. But he won't listen to me. He won't stop. Here, watch this. Stanley, the next time the screen asks you to push a button, do not do it.
This game.
You see? Can he just not hear me? How can I tell him in a way that he'll understand that every second he remains here, he's electing to kill himself? How can I get him to see what I see? How can I make him look at himself?
Question nothing.
I suppose I can't, not in the way I want him to. But I don't make the rules. I simply play to my intended purpose, the same as Stanley. We're not so different, I suppose. I'll try once more to convey all this to him. I'm compelled to. I must. Perhaps, well, maybe this time he'll see. Maybe this time. And I tried again.
Please die.
And Stanley pushed a button. And I tried again. And Stanley pushed a button. And I
Ha 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 ha.